Hey everybody, how are you doing today? Hope you're doing well. My name is Ryan Holguin. This is the practical place where I like to really talk about a lot of things, but some of the things I talk about mostly are going to be like career development, career growth, specifically in the realm of project management. I'm a certified project management professional. My job title these days is not a project management professional. Are a project manager. I work more so as a chief of staff for a marketing department, but I do still, use a lot of project management principles. But I made this channel to really help anybody young in their career or just like-minded individuals that are interested in growing their mindset, growing their career, and really leveraging the skills that they have to sort of just be the best that they can be in the workplace. And so I talk about that, but I also do talk about data. Like to do little use cases of like analyzing data for fun sometimes, or if I have my own questions about sports, then I'll ask those in the lens of data. So anyways, if any of that interests you, subscribe to the channel. But today I really just want to talk about, I haven't made a video in over a month, but I want to talk about this idea of asking the right questions, especially whenever you're somebody working in a level in your career, whether it's project management or working with data and you have to analyze data and provide insights in your job, asking the right questions, because I'm listening to this book called Becoming a Data Head, I think is what it's called. And one of the key points that I, sort of took away from it was being able to ask the right questions, because you really don't want to go on the journey of analysis or providing insights, whatever that looks like for you, with sort of the wrong idea in mind, or trying to answer the wrong question or solve the wrong problem, right? Not the problem you need to be solving. And so it's really important to ask the right questions. And if you've taken any data analysis classes or courses, I've done a few just for my own personal development in my job, and one of the key tools that they use is like the 5 whys, which helps you sort of find the root cause of an issue. And so, a way that would play out is like, hey, somebody comes to you, hey, we need a dashboard. Okay, well, the first why would be, why do we need a dashboard? Because we need to show what sales look like month over month. Okay, why do we need to know what sales looks over? Like, why do we need to know sales month over month? Because that helps us know whether we are being successful with these product lines. Why do we know? And so you sort of keep going down and you sort of ask them these 5 whys. And hopefully by the end of the 5 whys, you understand really the question they're trying to answer. And at the end of the day, maybe they just needed to figure out which business units are performing well, which ones are not, which ones do we need to invest in more, which ones do we not need to invest in more. But you don't really know that unless you go down that journey of asking those questions. And I've had a few projects recently in my role where I'm trying to ask business questions, and this is where tools like ChatGPT or Gemini or any AI tool that you use, Copilot if you're like in a Microsoft environment, can be real handy, is asking it to prompt you, or even asking it to work as a consultant to help you think like a leader. If I'm a VP in this department and I have this data, what are some key questions I would be wanting to know answers to? And then just start there based on your project or your use case or wherever you're at. And that should help you sort of start the right direction of your journey. And so once you start to figure out the right questions to ask, or the problems you're trying to solve, once you start to identify the actual problems people are trying to solve, then it gives you a clear picture of like the journey to go. I just finished a project recently where I presented it, and it went really well, and it was a good reception. But I started off very foggy, and this was a few weeks where I didn't know, and it was a data project where I had to analyze data, get data, analyze it, present it, pull insights from it. But it was very, very muddy early on. I wasn't really quite sure on what goal are we trying to solve here? There's like a few different conversations that this data set can answer or have, but which one are we trying to answer first? And it was just really having those conversations, which it feels weird, and you feel like maybe you're gaslighting yourself in do I just not get it? And I'm afraid to ask. But honestly, ask those questions with confidence, and don't be afraid if you don't know, because asking that, a lot of the times I've learned that it's really enlightening to, either your manager or whoever's asking you for this work, because, they may know, and they may be like, hey, why don't you get this? Which that would be sad. But usually in my experience, people are very gracious with answering those questions, and they might even, start to articulate it more out loud with you better than they actually understood it in their mind, and they're kind of learning more by teaching you and explaining it to you. And so that there's a byproduct of that, but that just helps you kind of get on the right journey of where you want to go whenever you go on any endeavor where you have to analyze or interpret data. It's really just asking the right questions, and like I said, using AI is a huge tool for that. And it really just, for me, and I would assume for you, if you're young in your career, you want to grow, or if you're just like-minded like me, then you want to grow as a professional as much as possible. That doesn't mean as fast as possible. That just means as much as you're capable of growing is something I want to do. And so for me, that means the way it plays out for me is I want to think like a leader. I want to think like, the leaders in my organization, whether that's VPs, executive leadership team, CEO, whoever. Like, I want to be able to think like they do, because once I do that, I can start to distill it down to, well, then how does that practically play out for me in my role as an individual contributor, as a senior manager, whatever you're at, right? As an associate, whatever. How does that then trickle down or cascade down to affect me? And if I can know how that person thinks or those people think, and then I start to frame questions in the right ways, in the ways that they would frame the questions, then I can really start to then navigate in my day-to-day in a way that's aligned with that direction. Because I feel like a lot of the times there's just so many meetings you go to, or that I've experienced there, where it just seems like we're trying to solve problems, and that's a good thing, but we just don't know which problem we're trying to solve, or we don't know which problem we're trying to solve first. And asking all these questions, or just going through an exercise of not being afraid to speak up and ask questions. Okay, well, what is the priority right now? What issue do we need to be addressed right now? What is the magic wand that you would want to have? And which problem would that fix? Just trying to figure out a way to frame questions to then extract that information from whoever that key stakeholder is, has really helped me as of late too in my career. And so I would just encourage you, if you're somebody trying to grow in that area, or you find yourself on a treadmill where you keep pumping out these projects and these insights or results or analysis you're doing, and it's just falling on deaf ears, maybe you just need to start asking different questions, or making sure that you are pursuing the right objective whenever you're doing that. And then another thing I don't think I mentioned yet is whenever you do figure out the right questions, if you have a set of data, it's asking the question of, can this data answer this question? And if it can't, you need to be honest about that, and you need to figure out where to get the data that can answer that question, and then go from there. And so just be very forthcoming about that. I think is something I'm seeing, is that it's really easy to build a dashboard. It's really easy to put charts and graphs and all that stuff in there. Even make goals with these vanity metrics. It's really easy to do that. Everybody does that. It's really hard. And if you want to set yourself apart, and this is what I tell myself, if I want to set myself apart, I need to not be afraid of the truth. And if the truth means that I'm not asking the right question, then that's the truth. If the truth means that this data set can't answer the question, then that's the truth. And I need to live in light of the truth. And all that's going to do is make me better, because then it's going to require me to figure out, where do I need to get that data set? Where do I need to get that information? Maybe we don't have the data yet. Maybe we need to add that information as an attribute in our system so that we can start obtaining that data. Maybe I need to now go back 2 years and get that data and bring it back in, so that we can see a trend, a few years time snapshot. So there's just so many things where, and there's a distance between where you want to be and where you want to get, where you want to be and where you are now, right? And this is probably very cliche, but it's just like, the thing that's in between that is just a lot of work and a lot of sweat. And this isn't just like hustle culture stuff. This is just like the reality of like, and not everybody wants to, grow and continue to be, the next best thing. And that's fine. And you don't have to. Everybody's different. But if you're watching this channel, I imagine you want to grow in some way, shape, or form in your career. And so, yeah. Anyways, let me know in the comments below if you found this video helpful. Maybe there's some best practices you use. Maybe you're a more seasoned data analyst. Maybe you're a more seasoned project manager. Let us know in the comments below, and we can have a conversation there. But yeah, until next time, my name is Ryan Holguin here with The Practical Place. I will see you in the next video.